Hey guys, welcome back. This week we will learn how to make a money bag for weddings. The full list of supplies will be provided in the description box below, or you can check our blog for more details. So let's get started. The first step is to trace your pattern. You can follow the directions that are listed below. Ensure that you mark the notches clearly. The notches should be very small, about 1/8 of an inch. And the reason why notches are important is because they mark and help to ensure that two pieces of fabric are joined together correctly. Basically, notches help to maintain proper placement. So once your pattern is ready, lay out 2 plies of satin on the table. Attach the pattern to the fabric and secure it with pins, and cut around the pattern. The second step is to create the paper pattern for your ruffle, which is basically a rectangle measuring 52 inches long by 4 inches wide. Lay out 1 ply of satin on the table, attach the rectangle pattern to it, and secure with pins, and cut around it. As an alternative, if you don't have paper pattern, you can mark the measurements directly on the fabric using a colored chalk. In the end, you should have 3 pieces, 1 for the ruffle and 2 for the bag. The third step is to create the ruffle. You'll need to fold the rectangle in half and join the ends that are 4 inches wide, just as you see it in the video. Ensure that when you fold the fabric, the face is inside. The band should end up being 2 inches wide by now. Once ready, turn it inside out, and the face should be outside. To begin shirring the fabric, we will actually switch to the special shirring foot that we used in other tutorials. You will find information below. This foot makes it so much easier to wrinkle the fabric. But again, if you do not have it, you can flat stitch the band and pull the ends of the thread at the end manually, creating your ruffle. However, it will be a much longer process, and you'll need to be patient and careful enough not to break the thread in. Once you are done shirring, your ruffle should measure about 28 inches long. Now we will be joining the ruffle to the bag. In order to do that, using pins, mark the notches that are located in the upper portion of your bag. You should have 2 notches, one that is 2 inches and a quarter away from the top, and another one that is 4 inches and a quarter below the top as well. Note that the face of the bag that you're working with should be facing you, and the ruffle should be right over it. As you can see in the video, just stitch the ruffle to the side of the fabric all around. Next, you will have to place the other satin bag on top of the ruffle, but this time the face of that fabric should be facing the ruffle itself. Then you will stitch it all around from corner to corner, basically forming the bag itself. And to ensure that you're following the correct placement, you will use the notches as your reference. Once you're done stitching, turn the bag inside out. Now we'll concentrate in the upper portion of the bag. Use the picture below as a reference. But basically you'll have to fold the upper portion inwards, forming a distance of 2 inches wide. Place some pins to help you with the placement, but basically you'll have to stitch it around, ensuring that you maintain the distance of 2 inches. Once you're done stitching, the new distance from the top of your ruffle to the top of the bag should be 2 inches. Now we'll have to create some sort of a channel for the cord to go through around the bag, and in order to do that, what you'll need to do is measure 1/2 inch from the stitch that you just made and stitch it all around. In this case, we use the ruler to indicate the 1/2 inch, but if you prefer, you can mark it around using a pencil or a color chalk. Basically, the cord will now have to go through the spacing that you created with that 1/2 inch. And in order to insert the cord itself, you will have to cut a small opening on the sides of your bag. For this bag, you will need 2 strands of cord. Each will have to measure 45 inches long. Place a safety pin in one of your cords and insert it into your bag. It will basically have to go through the 1/2 inch opening that you created. And it also needs to go all around. Basically, you'll need to do a 360. You will have to follow the same process with the second cord that you have. And once the cords are through, you just need to tie the ends to secure it. The bag is pretty much ready by now. All you have to do is decorate it. You can add pearls, flowers, ribbons. The choices are infinite. We posted a few pictures to show how you can match the bag and the heart-shaped pillow. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial and see you next time. Bye!